We will look at AW versus RC here for their game game 2 first half. It will be Brontel with Opera Singer Traumatic Attention alongside with Blink. And from a Survivor side, we did see the spawn location as well. It was pretty interesting to see, but with this in mind, it'll be Opera Singer up against the Cheerleader, Weeping Clown, Wildling, and the Puppeteer. We do only have one tie turner, but at least 3 borrow time, and a Puppeteer here without borrow time at all. That's a Ninja Reflex and a Fly on the side of Puppeteer. Let's move on then for game 2 onwards. It really depends on how Brontel can actually take the advantage point from this point on, but for now, from both teams, it's still a tie game from both sides. So let's move on directly and in towards the game. Okay, the question now for Brontel is how fast we can actually get the Survivor down. That's currently now in 10th for Kyrie here as our, it seems like, Puppeteer. First chase, it's not too bad for him, especially with the side that he does have, you know, no borrow time at all after all. So that's going to be puppet number 1 there used. Beautiful pallet stun there on the side of Kyrie. And for RC right now, it is not a bad early game for them, especially with the fact that everyone's located so far away. However, there's definitely one side for machine that's really slow because of the fact that we need to rotate around the map just to get towards it. Because, you know, we do have constraint too. But with all this in mind, Kyrie here might actually become the first chase no matter what happens. But there, right before we say that as well, right, the one thing I do really want to highlight there is, it does feel like, however the RC Survivor spawn, they did spawn it just so then constraint will not lock any of the cipher machine where they are currently spawned at. However, right around now we do see once again the, that's going to be still a normal hit on towards Kyrie, but we didn't really time that properly unfortunately, so we should be able to get our third little Lewis out. We do have Flywheel ready though, we cannot forget about that, and it does seem like Kyrie decided that he does not want to really save any of his items just because Blink is ready anyways. Oh, but the Blink hit there by Brontel. Oh, okay, Flywheel is a bit too early, but that's still fine after all. Probably just didn't have enough time to pan our camera around to see whether or not Brontel was hitting, but for the Opera Singer, overall, not too bad. Overall, as an early game potential, it's not too bad. It is only seconds in towards the game, however, but we just really have to see what happens here afterwards. For our city here, Wildling getting on board, which is fine. He needs to at least buy a little bit more time here, especially when it comes to decoding progress, but standing in between the pallet there just so we can at least guarantee a vault over through the pallet later on, and no double down as well, because that's what Wildling is afraid of, which is why we decided to do that. And now for our Puppeteer, that will be him going down here instantly. However, there will be a second rescue occurring pretty soon as well. It should be probably the Cheerleader coming into rescue, but aside from that, if we just realize from the team comp as well, everyone is a slow decoding Survivor. You have like 10% decoding debuff on Cheerleader, 10% decoding 15% decoding debuff on the Weeping Clown, and then a 25% decoding debuff on Wildling. We're going to be able to get this no damage rescue here thankfully, as we do have another rocket here left for us to use, but it doesn't seem like Weeping Clown's actually willing to come in for a little bit of support or assistance at all right after the Inspire from item reset. It seems like for now we just want to focus on rushing as much as possible here, but for the side of our Survivors right now, they're not at a bad pace, especially with the fact that we have 2 pallets here still left to use and no Shadow Dance here as well from the side of Opera, but we will still go down here. I thought he was able to get, I thought he was going to be able to get but behind it, but I guess never mind. Right now, 3.5 cipher machines done. Not too bad. You know what? Not too bad at all. That 96% cipher machine will be decoded by both the Cheerleader and Weeping Clown on our bottom left hand side of our screen. Overall, what we have to take into consideration now is how much we can actually get off this Brontel. We're trying to find Soba who's playing Cheerleader, but is there any other cipher machine on that side of the map? Yes, there is. First stop cipher machine was not decoded at all, so right now, any game is really good from RC Survivor side because we've actually prepared for this really well. I won't lie, it's nice to see RC being able to kind of, their Survivors actually being able to do quite a lot, especially with the side that they've, like, you know, one new member coming in, and then I'm quite sure last season Soba wasn't here because of school, academia reasons, but for now Soba becoming the next chase here instantly. It is less pressure on RC Survivors as well, but it's also nice to see them doing really well, especially against Brontel too, who is renowned for, you know, like his Hula Blue, his Puppeteer, well not Puppeteer, his Goatman, and Opera Singer and Ivy. So with that, we're going to be able to teleport straight towards City right now. As what is City looking for? We are looking for Wilding here becoming the chase. Wilding isn't going to go down here just anytime soon, but also at the same time, can we get maybe a dash from the Wilding side just to pull a bit more different distance away? Does it seem like it's going to be necessary now because we don't have Shadow Dance? Well, we do have Shadow Dance, but we're not willing to consume it. And City will go back straight in towards 10 here where there's so many items left to use. We do still have around 15 more seconds of board time remaining. But the teleport back from Shadow Dance just means that Cipher Machine will be locked for a period of time here. From Bronto's side, 61 seconds now we can actually use teleport, 68% Cipher Machine as well on the side of Soba. And for a Cheerleader right now, second bomb has just been fully recharged. So with that, I guess more or less right now is we're going to have to see whether or not Wilding can get that Cipher Machine done on time or not. Because it seems like it's going to be the Weeping Clown that actually wants to come in for the Cipher Machine decoding progress. But from Soba's point of view here too, ooh, we got the hit down. I thought that was going to be a Terror Shock, but one normal hit down isn't too bad. One normal hit down really just isn't too bad there too. We're going to be able to get a pick up there on towards Brontel, and Brontel should be able to, well, to be honest with you, with Wilding Cipher Machine at 75%, that's more than currently Cheerleader Cipher Machine. The only biggest issue right now is that no one's at the exit gate, and I think that's what Brontel is also aiming for too. We want to try go for a Wilding here, but Wilding at full health, so I don't think it's going to matter there too much. We're going to Shadow Dance back here instantly, as now we do see where Rowley is. But the question here being the fact that can we get a body block? Yes, we can, but we still can't just pop here because we need someone at the exit gate first. So we probably want Sobat to get out of this area, but it seems like for Brontel, we still want to camp the gate here as much as we can. That's going to be charge attack hit down on Rowley, and we do have 2 rockets here left to use. Right after we finish using our first rocket, we can just inspire from Cheerleader to generate the second one instantly as well. So for Rowley, we're going to have to pull here a little bit early on too. We're going to Shadow Dance back here instantly as well. And now the question is, Cheerleader, where is our Inspire support? There we go. That's what we were looking for. We did get that rocket out just on time as well, but it seems like we're going to be able to get hit. Ooh, not just yet. The speed, and then that's going to be slow debuff there as well on the side of the rockish explosion. And with that, teleport is going to be ready. Well, teleport is ready. That's going to be Rowley going down, but can Brontel teleport? No, not really. I don't think with Wilding nearby it's going to be doable. But there's also 75 seconds remaining on the clock here. We do see Dungeon nearby as Soba gets away from the exit gate. First stop roller coaster has been disabled. That's fine. With Cheerleader pom-poms here on the side of it. Well, Cheerleader has pom-pom on her own side right now. We can play around here for quite a bit of time. That's going to be a normal vault over, and it seems like we're going to be able to get to the rescue anyway. So with that in mind, it does seem like Brontel is going to be able to get Cheerleader down here pretty darn fast. That's a beautiful fly which is just to counter the normal hit. And now that's just even more time bought for the survivors to actually get out. Cheerleader, that's going to be our second bomb on there finally generated too, just about on time. And Sobat, that's a brilliant endgame containment, because if Sobat could not get that flywheel out on time, there's no way they would have been able to escape. Right, so let's congratulate then Orsi for that tie game. A little bit unfortunate on Brontel's side, but Cheerleader was just better after all. Okay, I guess Aka's gonna run Nightmare here. We want to save Opera and Ivy for, I guess, game 3, which does give them quite a bit of a big advantage, but Nightmare is going to be quite an interesting pick here. I mean, against a team comp like this, especially with Cheerleader and, you know, not Fire Investigator. Well, Fire Investigator does make one sense too as well, but like Cheerleader, there's also the Fire Investigator and the Aeroplanist as well. I think this is going to be quite more different than we thought it would be. However, from the side of the survivors, right now, no Exapat on the side of Fire Investigator. That's going to be pretty interesting to see. But everyone having borrowed time here from the side of the survivors. Aka bringing Warp alongside with Trump Card Detention. Not too bad overall. I probably would have still just brought Insolence, but Nightmare has been buffed more than enough for him to actually catch up towards the survivors relatively fast, just by using Poaching and Hunter's Instincts. But we'll move on straight towards the game then. That's going to be 10% Poaching speed boost and another 8% Hunter's Instinct speed boost here on the side of Nightmare. Nightmare is going to be able to catch up towards this Cheerleader really darn fast too. It's kind of just like playing Hula Blue, but on easy mode. Kind of on brain dead mode, maybe, because you're kind of auto locked 24/7. You're gonna have to break the paddock here no matter what happens, but that's gonna be first hit there, register insta. I feel like Aka could have just normally hit it there, but for now that's gonna be Namiko straight on towards the coaster, and Warp is ready. The only unfortunate part is we couldn't really get warp out there on time, but I think we're gonna go straight towards third stop as well. So that might be our warp use, potentially speaking. We're gonna wait around here. It's gonna be downstairs. Nameko is in danger. Okay, that's gonna be an incident down there. Oh, nice flywheel on the side of Nameko. That's really good. We barely survived there. And now there's 3 pallets left. Okay. I forgot Nightmare can actually do that. That is on me. That is 100% on me. I forgot that Nightmare can do that, but this is a way faster down compared to last game, isn't it? This is a way faster down compared to last game. So with that in mind, let's just see here. We do see Baturu nearby as the aeroplanist. But for Aeroplanist, since he does have that 2% decoding boost, it's overall not too bad for the side of survivors. First officer here as well, after using his pocket watch, 7% decoding speed right after this too. So we can still rush Akka as much as we really need to do so too. For now, Ice is doing a really good job on making his way in. We're going to be able to see where the first officer is just from the crows as well. And it seems like that will be cheerleader there. Pump on their usage number 1 used. We still have another one here left on our hands to use as well, just for later on. We do see where the crows is on towards as cheerleader. So overall, not too bad. It does feel like Nameko is going to be able to rebound Kai here. Yeah, Nameko is 100% going to be able to rebound Kai here. A little bit unfortunate from the side of Akka. Nameko also didn't use pom-poms as well because he was confident that he's going to be able to get that vault over too. So with this, 2 pallets here to play around. Well, no, actually 3 pallets to play around with, but that's a terror shock down. That is a terror shock down. Still, Fire Investigator is going to be on his way to rescue. But this game overall is still a tie game. Cypher machines are just that fast. Akka can try change to maybe abnormal if he really wishes to do so. But on such a big map like this, it's not worth it at the end of the day. Ooh, yeah, that's another issue at hand. You gotta charge attack, hit that airbag. You gotta charge attack, hit that airbag. Kaido right now is still trying to buy more time for his teammates. Right in for AWG. Look, all they need is a tie game. They're currently head-to-head against RC. So that's kind of good on their side too, especially with the fact that RC is one of the biggest contenders here in IGL as well. Who do we get there? We get cheerleader still being nearby, trying to get that 5% movement speed boost here, but Akka didn't really get past that area as well, as we're going to be able to get a double down scenario here on towards that Fire Investigator. But we do still have warp ready on our hands to use, but we're not willing to consume it just yet because of the airbag as well. We can use it right around now. We're going to be able to catch up, and that's going to be instant hit down. Oh, wait a second, another beautiful flywheel on Nameko. Nah, no way. I'll just tell you this, right? I think Nightmare's dashes are pretty hard to flywheel. That's my personal opinion. Maybe pro survivors think differently, or maybe it's just because it's my pin issue, but I do think Nightmare's dashes are very hard to counter, especially with the fact that I can dash twice at max presence too. So there ain't no way this is now happening. First officer becoming the instant next chase here. We might actually get a 4-man endgame if it's possible. But from the survivor side, we need to heal. From the survivor side, cheerleader has to be first heal. First officer, on the other hand, still trying to buy more time for himself and for his teammates. But it's only 4 seconds remaining until this hypnosis is going to dissipate. So there goes down hypnosis. Eyes will go down indefinitely here no matter what happens. But I feel like they might just go for map control still. Akka might just still go for map control. I mean, he has all the time in the world he needs since it's a new Cypher machine, and I mean, teleport is ready in 12 seconds too. So with all that, Akka doesn't have such a bad game. Look, they're so far, well, from our point of view, they're so far away. From Akka's point of view, it's probably just, hey, I got someone down, they're healing, so I need to get someone down instantly right now. That is probably what Akka is thinking. Right, and he's not thinking wrong, because that Cypher machine's already 43% when it's barely half on Eyes' side as the first officer. But that will once again, as we say, max presence Nightmare is a nightmare after all. I mean, he's named after what he's been called, so there's that too. Gonna be able to drop that down instantly. I think we just teleport back straight towards the Cypher machine once the rescue comes through. I think that should be the way to go here. We do have war, but I think teleport just might be the better option. There we go. That's gonna be teleport out, and that's an immediate rescue on towards Eyes. We got the hit on towards first officer. Okay, that's fine. And then 21 seconds remaining on the clock here for our next teleport to be ready, and that's gonna be first officer eliminated on chair. There's cheerleader as well who can be eliminated on chair, but 2 pom-poms here left to use. A slight bit of an issue. So everything really just depends on the side of survivors now. For Aka, right, the best case scenario for him is a tie game. As long as the survivors just do all the bog basics that's needed. Ooh, we break the pallet there. That's Revelation for you. That's my first time actually seeing Revelation happening. Revelation might be really good for endgame, but we'll still have to see after all, don't we? When it comes to playing pallet mine games. Anyways, aside from all that, Kaidu, we're gonna come back here instantly. Trying to get the Cypher Machine done as much as we can might be a slight issue. But I feel like right now what we should do is get that Fire Investigator towards middle. And no, get a cheerleader towards middle. And then at least when Nightmare teleports, we still have a cheerleader that can go straight towards the chair and perform the rescue while the other Cypher Machine's currently getting popped. But right around now, it seems like all hands on deck. Oh, we got a hit on cheerleader. Damn, that's pretty crucial there. But Cypher Machine at 90%. Wow. We're really trying to rush as much as we can. Aeroplanist does have quite a bit of items left here to use, but for Aka, we're still trying to play endgame. We're really still trying to play endgame. That's a hit down, that's fine, but the Cypher Machine has been popped. So everyone on the other side of the map right now, we can teleport if we really want to. But the question is, are we willing to do so? We could go off the Baturu because there's no coaster at first stop. But then, like, Fire Investigator is just too close towards this area, and I'm going to teleport over here first, and that's going to be hover out. There we go. Even with that hover out, you're stuck in the same area, so that's going to be Baturu going down and one teleport out, I think. And this probably is going to be enough here. Ooh, the other gate is at 36%, though. Hold on a second. I think we might be able to get it open on time, but Nameko's already on his way here to rescue too, so Aka's gonna have to force himself to teleport here no matter what. That's gonna be Kaido going down. Even if you do decide to walk down, you're not gonna make it on time. Cheerleader's already there with 2 pom-poms as well, and you do have an aeroplanist after all who already got the gate at 84%. So with that in mind, wait, there's 10 seconds. No, 10 seconds is enough. That gate will open in like 5 seconds, so realistically speaking, there's also crow travel time, so realistically speaking, everyone is out. That is going to be the gate opening. Oh, wait a second, that's a teleport. Hold on, that flywheel, Nameko, 3 flywheels. Oh my god.